Scheduling yourself is probably one of the most important things you got to do. And I know it seems like every time you watch one of my videos, it's one of the most important things you got to do. But man, you know, when I say that, I truly mean it. Because if you don't work off a schedule, then you're just flying through your day blindly in hopes that you will trip and fall on some business and make some money. If it is not in your calendar, it does not exist. Right? Not calendar, it does not exist. Okay? It is important to know that you need to schedule yourself, man, to the T. It's crazier to think that you have to follow the schedule that you created for yourself. Here's the crazy part. If I show you my calendar, it literally says meditation and prayer in the morning. It says gym in the morning. It does not say check my social media at 5 a.m. It says meditation and prayer. It says gym. Then in my wife's calendar, she has to take the kids to school and pick them up, right? And we live by this so much that if it's not on her calendar and she doesn't get that alert, she might forget to pick up these kids. Making sure that you time block yourself appropriately. So let's write that down. Time blocking and scheduling work together. Because you need to say to yourself, how many hours a day am I going to lead generate? And what is that lead generation going to be? So let's say I am going to twice a week connect with my sphere of influence for 2 hours a day. Great. Congratulations. That's a good move, right? So I'm going to say 2 hours a day, 2 days a week. Then I'm going to say, what could possibly be the best times of the day to connect with my sphere of influence? Well, let's say one of those days, I do it between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And then on the second day, I do it between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. And then I say, what days of the week do I want to do this? Well, let's say I say Tuesdays, because Mondays are crazy for people and they don't want to hear about me and my business on Monday. So let's say I do Tuesdays for 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and Thursdays for 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for all those people I couldn't connect with. And then I add this to my calendar. No one else can touch that space now. That space exists only for that. Unless you have an emergency, your kids have an emergency, something has changed in your world, this takes priority because it is in your schedule. So, if this 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. is in your schedule on Tuesdays, can you show homes during that time? See, that's a question I get all the time. Hey, Dave, hold on a second. I have 4 listings and somebody wants to see this house on Tuesday at 10 a.m., I'm going to have to cancel my sphere of influence calling. My question to them is, how did you get that listing? And you know, 99 times out of 100, the answer is, oh, it's a cousin of mine. Would you consider your cousin to be a sphere of influence person? Well, yeah, of course, they're in my SOI. Well, if you didn't do this, would you have that listing? No. See, people end up realizing, or people forget, what got them to have the 4 listings to begin with. What put them there to begin with. Stick to your schedule, and you will find abundant success. Now, I'm telling you, schedule out everything. If you want to take a 2-hour day, I'm telling you right now, I have a 2-hour lunch break every single day on my calendar. See, but I'm a madman because I start early and I finish very late. And I know that if I don't take that 2 hours in the middle of the day, by 7:30, I'm going to be struggling. And I commit to taking those 2 hours. and having some lunch and taking a minute. Maybe I read a little bit. Maybe I watch a little TV. That's okay too. I'm not against TV, guys. Like, I know a lot of people out there are like, throw your TVs away. I'm not. It's entertaining. It numbs my mind for a little bit, lets me reset. And then when my lunch break is over, I'll pop back up, get me a little coffee because I'm in Miami. So you gotta have a little espresso shot, run upstairs, and I get it done. Get right back in my office and put in the work. That's all on my schedule. On Wednesdays, I do a webinar at 7 p.m. on my schedule. On Thursdays at 11 a.m., I have a webinar on my schedule. Do you think that the people that are attending my webinar are going to take the excuse that I had something else to do? No. So when that person says, hey, I want to see this house on Tuesday at 10 a.m., you say, I'm sorry, I'm not available until about 11:30. I have a meeting between 9 and 10, or 9 and 11. And folks will respect that because they're professionals. And you are not a do person. You're a get shit done person. We'll see you soon.